going on, friends? My name is M238 and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Last time left off, I caught myself a 5th team member, which is Samantha the Torkoal, and now in this part we are going to continue onwards with this route. We still got a long ways to go before we actually make way to our next area. We fought this crazy trainer right here who said that I forget what she said, but it was something about our Pokemon. They'll make her get into an engagement with us, and I just like, no, thank you, get away from this crazy person. All right, anyway, welcome to Route 113. Route 113 is a really interesting route. One of the unique things about this route is that it's the only route that has volcanic ash on the wild grass, and actually something cool happens with these volcanic ashes. If we have the right item, which right now we don't. In Route 113, some Pokemon you can find here. You can find Sandshrews and Ruby and Sapphire only, at least in this area. And then you can find Spindas, and then the rare Pokemon of them all, and probably my favorite one of them all, Skarmory. Steel Flying type Pokemon, a really defensive, fast Pokemon, and it's really awesome. I definitely recommend Skarmory. I cannot recommend Skarmory enough if you have not gotten yourself a flying type yet. Unfortunately though, since I already have a flying and a steel type, I will not be getting a Skarmory for this team, which I would love to have a Skarmory, but I don't know what I was thinking when I was playing my team, but oh well. I actually had this team planned out for like years, so I finally get to put this team into good use. Anyway, this is a new trainer class. This is a ninja. Ninjas use mostly poison Pokemon. One thing I did in between recording is I taught Sparkle Shockwave, which is an electric move that never misses, which is one of the TMs that we got from Watson after defeating him. Shockwave is an electric move that never misses, so it's one of my favorite electric type moves to use. So I did put that into good use for Sparkle. I also gave Taylor Steel Wing. So that way Taylor has a bit of a chance to go against a rock Pokemon. Even though Taylor is weak against rock types, but he will still stand a chance as long as he has Stealing. Unfortunately, the Stealing is not 100% accuracy, so it's gonna be a bit harder to use that move. Can I guess why it's so cool around here, huh? Let me guess. Volcanic ashes? Also, in the last episode, I did encounter some problems from the last episode, so I decided to switch back to the current recording software that I've always used. So hopefully, there's no issues coming up, and if there are, then I have no idea what to do. Here's a new trainer class. This is a Parasol Lady. Parasol Ladies, I actually do not know like what type of Pokemon they use. This one, however, from this dialogue, she uses a Numel. Wow, that was some rather unfortunate luck I just ran into right there just now. That Numel had Magnitude 7. That was amazing. Well, it's not really exactly Magnitude 7. Magnitude it has a random chance between 1 to 10. The higher the number, the stronger it is, and with 1 being the weakest Magnitude and 10 being the strongest. It's basically like Earthquake pretty much, except it can be either stronger or weaker than Earthquake, depending on what number you get. know what's really amazing? It's just so amazing how tackle just miss. Especially if you become in low condition and then like you really need that tackle to land, but then it just misses. So then you're just screwed with just that bad luck right there, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's so amazing. That's a suit sack. That's the item that I was talking about earlier. So you can collect some ashes. You can walk around the grass to collect some ashes, and then you can go back to this house and get some items. I'm not sure exactly what the items are, because I haven't really bothered with doing that task at all. So yeah, I'll probably put it either on the video or maybe on the description, or maybe someone can just let me know what it does. So if anything, but you know. Anyway, here we have another ninja trainer. Sometimes ninjas in this game can be disguised as like projectiles around the overview. So you want to really be careful with where you're walking around. What you just saw right there is the evolved form of Nincada. Nincada has a very interesting, I would say it's one of the most interesting evolutionary forms. At least trying to get to its final evolution. I don't know why it's like that. So the way Nincada's evolutionary form works is, well, it first evolves into Ninjask into like level 20-something, 22-ish, sounds about right. And then after that, you have to have one Pokeball, at least one Pokeball, and at least one space in your party of Pokemon, and then possibly train it up like a level or two, maybe even a few, and then it'll evolve to Shed Ninja. I don't know. I don't get that at all. I've never really like experienced it because I've never really used Nincada before. So I'm not real. So it's just, but to me it just sounds like a really weird way of trying to evolve a Pokemon. Of course, I've seen like much weirder ways to evolve Pokemon. But this is like by far like extremely weird. So this is Flobber Town. Also, what we just saw on the PC was the creator of the PC system of Hoenn, Lynette. We'll be encountering Lynette later at her house. So that's good. In this house right here is the Move Tutor. I can't do anything about it because you need a heart scale to learn moves. Either is it? Okay, yeah, it's new moves. I was thinking whether it's either new moves or forgotten moves. I guess forgotten moves is 4th gen, maybe. I don't know. I don't really remember, but but let's go inside this house right here. My big brother's the fossil maniac. He's a nice guy who loves fossils. He loves digging holes too. He dug this hole by himself. Really? Wow. So just like that, we get the TM28 for Dig. Dig is great. But I don't like the fact that it takes 2 turns to actually land the move. I mean, it's good and all, but I don't usually like moves. I don't usually like to use moves that take up 2 turns because they can take up a bunch of time sometimes, and that can get pretty annoying. Beware though when you're going into ground Pokemon and you're using Dig, because if you're in the ground, you can take 4 times the damage if you get hit by Earthquake and Magnitude. So dig can sometimes be dig can sometimes be a danger if you're going against someone who knows either one of those two moves. Also, if you're outside of battle, you can use dig to leave dungeons. So it is basically another escape rope. So pretty much if you have dig, you pretty much have unlimited escape ropes at this point. This guy gives you the TM05 for roar. It sends wild Pokemon running away, and in a trainer battle, it forces the trainer to switch to a random Pokemon. You do make a good point right there. Just cause you like to battle does not mean you're necessarily good at battling, which is a pretty good point. I like to play sports, but I'm not good at most sports. I will tell you that. That is true. I wouldn't stand against you at fishing, cause I'm usually really unlucky when it comes to fishing. I don't even think I caught a single fish when the last time I went fishing. Okay, continuing onwards, now that we got past that bridge, come over here, you get yourself your revive. That's your first revive that you can get, your first legit revive. If a Zigzagoon has been giving you good luck and giving you a bunch of revives like I have. I'm getting berries so I can win at a Pokemon contest. If you like, I share one with you. Okay, so this guy will give you a pineapple berry. Well, either a random berry that has to do with Pokeblocks for the most part. You can get these berries, you can't get these berries until much later. So nothing too big to worry about. So this is Lynette's house. As you can see, everything is pretty messy here. I mean, look at this. She has like 7 computers. There's boxes everywhere, shelves, books. Like this. Is this really all necessary? I mean, my desk is a pretty big mess, but it's not as messy as that. Oh my god. Oh well. Anyway, here's another senior and junior trainer. Or a senior and junior trainer. This is a double battle. Hey! It's a trainer named Ivy! New Pokemon you can find here in this route. You can find Lombre, which is the evolved form of Lotad, only found in Sapphire and Emerald. Counterpart with it is Nuzleaf, which is the evolved form of Seedot, only found in Ruby and Emerald. And then we have Swablu, which is actually a really good flying type. Evolves into Altaria, which would be a dragon flying type, which is actually really good. So that's definitely recommended to have. And then here we have another 2 Pokemon counterpart. We have Zongoose in Ruby only, and then Seviper in Sapphire and Emerald only. So that's pretty cool. Now we continue. Camping's fun. You can fish, roast marshmallows, and tell spooky stories. Best of all, Pokemon battles! Yay! One thing I like about ROM hacks of these games is that sometimes these games have like custom-made moves. Like for example, Swift is instead Flame of Rage in Pokemon Floor Sky. For those who remember that playthrough, because I certainly do. It's been a while since I played it. Sure, I would like to battle against your Pokemon, only to lose. That was a Pokemon Maniac. Pokemon Maniacs are just like collectors. Pokemon Maniacs use rare Pokemon. I believe I already explained that from a previous episode. I don't remember, but if I haven't, then that's basically what Pokemon Maniacs are. Right there's a protein, and then coming down over here, we continue onwards around the mountains, and here we have another trainer class. This is a Kindler. Kindlers use fire Pokemon. Oh, excuse me. You know, Zigzagoon's really amazing for giving me Ultra Balls or Revives as of lately.